crazy here. We should get the power generator going again. Might cheer up the place. Let's give these little fellas a wide berth, Captain.
Oh, I see you have activated your holographic shroud, Captain. Excellent. Becoming indistinguishable from an authentic UDL trooper will prove advantageous to your current situation. A UDL vessel has been tracking our position and just recently docked with the station. They are patching into the station's transmission lines now. I cannot stop.
I've been waiting for this day since we tagged your ship in Cascadia, Captain. Wait, who are you? No one told me we had security forces deployed on the station already. Roger that. Just as a precaution, I'm sure you won't mind if we turn on the station security systems. We'd hate to leave this location undefended after a close call with Outlaw. That should have been fixed by now. As you say, we'll just head out then. Safe travel, soldier.
The UDL gunship is undocking from the station. They appear to be departing into space.
Doesn't even say words have power. You proved them true.
Proximity analysis. External filth sterilization measures employed. Caution, contact with electrical currents can be lethal to customers. 5, 4, 7. Grade rated contaminants. Preparing to neutralize. Recycle back to industrial stain.
Everyone all right? Job done. We can go home to the ship, right? I've been missing Ada fierce. Hold on a tick. Don't we know Shartrain from Cascadia?
Customer, your SAM unit
Here goes nothing!
detected. Cleaning cycle complete.
Crew members Ellie and Max are engaged in a heated discussion in the kitchen.
Hey, Max.
Yes?
You really think we all have a purpose? That everything happens for a reason?
I used to think that, but not anymore.
Then, wait, why do you sound so calm? Aren't you getting annoyed?
Not in the least. But I do apologize, Dr. Finhill. It sounds like I have annoyed you.
Fine, be that way.
We still going after... I know. Clyde comes off rougher than Mantisaur hide. He's a good guy, though. You think he's using me? He wouldn't. That he's probably using me. Yeah, you're right. I guess he... Maybe we should go have a word with Trask.
Something on your...
Egg.
Every
Captain, I wish to offer my commendations for convincing the UDL's gunship to leave HRS-1084. I did not favor the idea of being stripped and sold for parts. Welcome back, Captain. How can I... Goodbye. We're now in orbit above Rose. Way, Captain.
Oh, as if my thoughts weren't dark.
Ah, I remember you. You must have received my wireless. Thank the Lord. Aha! I knew that'd entice you to return to our... I asked you here because I have a working prototype of the Altinature, Anti-Cleo's very first weapon. I'd like you to have it before it gets caught. The schematics you fetched for me lent themselves well to the creation of the beauty you now possess. The market's already saturated, they said. Weapons are everywhere. Given your unlawful proclivities, I thought it'd be safest with you. So here we are.
Captain, if you're looking for crew members Ellie or Felix, we are now in orbit above Edgewater, Captain.
Hell of a job.
No can do.
Nice work. not? I'd wager this is the outpost. Rebecca! And over! Everyone all right? Hey, take a gander. The door's... Huh. Rebecca taught me this once. You can jerry-rig these old locks so as they don't open anymore. But we've only ever done that if we're in a real bind. Oh no. Oh no. What did you do?
Oh, hell. I'm sorry, Nyoka.
They were... That bitch! They were all set to abandon us! What would Clara say, huh? Every day she'd ask if we heard from you. And she'd have forgiven you. The kid had a soul that made the sulfur smell like roses. Ugh. I'd leave your medallions to rot with you, but Clara would want to be buried with her sister. At least I know. Ought to have learned by now that getting one's hopes up tends to open them to being dashed. I hate to say this, but Clara died thinking her sister was still fighting to get back home. I think I'm glad. She... Yeah, maybe. I'm used to disappointment. She was still so naive as to let it hurt her every time it happened. Only thing left is to take these medallions home, which means figuring out how to bait the Mana-Queen out of our old bait. The most pissed off I've ever seen a queen was when a foreign species was on her soil. I'd wager the stench of a primal might... That'd be boring. Half the fun in exploring is the fact that you're on an Never had the pleasure of hunting primals, but I hear they're all over Scylla. Let's tear a few apart, shall we? I'm sure they've got pheromones.
Messes with you, boss.
You are...
You hiding?
I don't know who you are or why you're prowling around here. You're one of Harlow's gun hands, ain't you? He sent you after me. Yeah, of course he did. Thing is, you and I are at an impasse. Harlow wants me dead. How do I know that I can trust you? You've got good instincts, then. You were right not to trust. I never betrayed Harlow. Harlow betrayed all of us. The board's got him in their pocket, been paying him off for years. All that palaver about revolutions?
You can't be serious. I've known the guy for years.
Yeah, that's about how I reacted when I found. That's the whole truth. Harlow's just another board asset. Yeah, I've got proof. There's always a paper trail when the board's involved. I chanced upon some correspondence between Harlow and his employer. I don't know that it makes a difference. What was I to do with that evidence? Bring it in front of the board? There's no authority in Halcyon willing to take Harlow to task. Huh. You ain't like other board agents I heard about. You got a functioning spine. You want to confront Harlow yourself? I hid my papers before Harlow chased me out. Back in the middle of the base, there's an old vent in a utility corridor. I stashed my evidence in that vent. Board-sanctioned piracy. Harlow went after the ships the board wanted destroyed. If we captured you, we'd ransom you. Harlow liked to do the job himself. Gather up the captives on his own. Only that's not what happened. Harlow's been selling his captives off to the board. I don't know where they... Because he's for sale. Anything the board... With Harlow in their pocket, the board had an informant, a pirate, a smuggler, and a gang leader all rolled up into one odious excuse. Take it you've made up your... You gonna tell Harlow I'm dead? May as well. Here, take the ring. And for what it's worth...
Clyde Harlow, agent of the board. Yeah, that sounds even more insane out loud. I'm not sure what to think right now. You told me to be suspicious, but I never imagined Clyde would stoop. Then again, Trask knew he was a dead man. Could have been trying... I can't imagine Clyde working for the board. Trask said he stashed the evidence in a vent back at the base.
Why are all the lights off?
The power's out in the whole town. Pipe down.
I can't possibly cut...
Just gotta keep our heads up.
Power's gone.
Got my hands full at the moment.
Somebody...
What? Yeah?
Crew report. Bioka is drunk. Surprise. We are now in orbit above Byzantium, Captain.
How'd you do that so fast?
Are you still tinkering with that?
It's not gonna fix itself.
Don't we have repair drones for that kind of thing?
This was. Cool off.
Once I'm retired, I'm gonna drink all the zero G I can handle.
A UDL security attendant is always prepared.
I wonder if I'll get to meet Chairman Rockwell.
can't something exciting happen around here for once?
Nothing wrong with stability. It means everything's running like clockwork.
Don't you ever want a little fun? Maybe see a marauder ship get blown to bits overhead?
What a thing to say. Everyone knows marauders can't fly.
Carry on. Ooh, down there, the new ship. Doesn't look like any
Hey, you. Yeah, you. Want to be famous? Kid, you got presence. Natural magnetism. Know what I mean? That's gold. Next time, we'll have you say that over the rim of a Trippa Stout. Product placement, baby. Listen, you got an agent? Some kind of Fresh, natural talent. I know it when I see it. Listen, you got a real special quality, raw energy. I see you in pictures. Ha! A sense of humor, that's good. Every picture needs some comedy. I'm making a feature, Space Pirates of Moros Prime. It's gonna be a hit. But we still need a star.
Not so fast. First, we gotta talk about royalties.
Let's just see where this audition goes. So what do you say? You ready for the chance? Terrific! We're holding auditions at the studio. Head to Odeon Pictures and take the elevator. You're going all the way to the top, baby.
Try amnesia. It's better than nature. Anti-Creo's energizing ointment. Enjoy 6 cups worth of concentrated caffeine at every dose.
Nothing exciting ever happened, bro.
Is that supposed to be a model of the system? Not super accurate. I once treated a lady who got her hand caught in the gears. Idiot was more worried about her rings than her fingers.
The dissidents actually took over the refinery. I can't believe it!
CNP burst pockets. Can be microwaved in 2.5 seconds.
I've always loved that sculpture.
It's an orrery, and you say that every time.
You, with the hips. Over here. Let me take a closer look at you.
So what if those MSI suits made it on Monarch this whole time? I can do it. Easy.
Don't speak. Hold that posture for a moment while I admire you. You have a natural contrapose. The way you rest your weight against your hip suggests a certain rugged charisma possessed only by the mighty primal and the... Oh, you slay me. Not pasta, my dear. Contrapposto. To slouch fashionably. One's posture reveals... I'm Celeste Jolicoeur, and you, my dear, are exactly what Byzant... Darling, you and that brutish swagger of yours have been on my mind the moment you stepped into my studio. I'm working on a new line of clothing that will shock this city to its core and I'd like your help. What do you say, my dear? Care to make... Marvelous! You and I are gonna wake this city up like a cold splash of wine to the face. What I need is a survey of the outside world. What does the common laborer wear? How do the wild-eyed madmen of Monarch dress themselves? I've heard rumors. Also, I expect... My dear, fashion is a performance art. An outfit with... I'll need you to model for me the following. The apparel of an iconoclast, the armor of a marauder, and a full-on... And when I say spacer gear, I mean an outfit worn by real spacers. None of that garbage spacer's choice pedals. You have the bearing and demeanor of a born model. Fabulous! I can't wait.
You don't gotta be so forward about my reasons,
Let me get a good look at you. Turn around, please, My word. Such muscular shoulders.
I am no such thing, ma'am.
Nonsense, you're absolutely lovely. Chin up now. I have just the thing for you. Let me do a back-of-the-envelope calculation. Materials, labor... Darling, do I look... I read her measurements by eye, and... As you wish. If I were an enterprising spacer in need of a wardrobe, I'd... For... Outside Byzantium? Yes, and I'm terribly grateful you've agreed. Look, darling, I don't belong... Anyway, I'm quite certain Byzantium wouldn't last 3 days without me. I'd return to a... Byzantium has lost its élan vital. Everything about this city is so... I want to make people uncomfortable the way you do. You're an outsider. You clearly don't belong in Byzantium. I'm not some common buttonmonger, darling. I'm an artist. You're very...
I love Byzantium. Where else are you going to find art, culture?
Hey, stand back. Yep, you're looking at the minister's newest. The others took me out to celebrate on account of me. Oh, he's, medium. Everyone tells me he's very... He's basically the most... That me. Yep, I've nearly made it to the top, my friend. I'm just... That's a great idea!
Captain, I can smell him from clear over here.
Sure have!
He's got power.
And a You... Oh.
Those wastrels have all abandoned their work. Did you know? How typical.
Have you tried our new cocktail sponsored by Rizzo's? 1 part Purple Spectrum vodka, 1 part artificial tomato. Oh. I don't believe in work. By Auto Mechanicals, of course. Byzantium's fleet of mechanical servitors are programmed to simulate a labor force, but we all have our roles in society. I like to think of myself as an... Do you know Celeste Jolliker? I've heard. What? Then you'll want to speak with our automechanical inebriationist. Quite so, but I would never lower myself to do something as gauche as tending bar.
Please allow me to improve your drinking experience with fine cocktails and... Request confirmed. Benter protocol activated. Welcome. Did you know that despite being an extremely valuable, one-of-a-kind creation, please allow...
Hey.
Please allow...
Hey. Here's... Hey, you're really great. Wow, listen to me. I'm so... Who am I kidding?
Please allow...
It's not every day you get your dream. Wow! You've got, like, this oh, Laws. Oh.
Please allow me.
I really shouldn't. I'll have the work.
Nonsense. You've got another...
Yes, I can. Yeah, I don't feel so good. I just need to sit down.
Citizens, today marks a monumentous occasion in the course of Halcyon history. After a deep and thorough examination of our budgets, revenue streams, and predictive models, we are...
Arrow's someone up for slandering trademarks or something.
Promotions about.
Pretty good.
Thanks to
I caught someone loitering outside corporate office in substandard.
Just don't make more paperwork for me, alright?
Hortense yells at me about Baker's rumors.
Out with it, you wretched contraption! Does nothing in this city work anymore?
I'm on my legally allotted break. Really, I'm supposed to be here. Oh! Nothing. Nothing. Laws, I knew it! I work in the lab at the Ministry of Accuracy and Morale. Some of my sprats went missing, but it's not my fault, okay? Maybe I let them out more often than regulations allow. And so what if I occasionally forgot to latch their cage? Everyone gets a little... They escaped, and before I could coax them back, they'd made their way to the maintenance tunnel. Even if I did dare go down there, they're among all the common sewer sprats and exterminate a mechanical... Really? In that case, take this collection crate. 6 of my little ones are down there, but don't worry, you can easily tell they have intelligent eyes, an agreeable yet reserved demeanor, and a fondness for hiding. Also, they're white rather than green. Please, do take care, and do mind the exterminator mechanicals. If the worst should happen to my little darlings, well, to maintain things, of course, like big humming machine things, and pipes, water pipes, air pipes, all sorts of pipes. Everyone knows sewer sprats carry diseases, and some people say there are strange things in those tunnels. Monsters hungry for human flesh, a hidden bureaucratic purgatory where things and people are lost. Not that I place any to deal with the sewer sprats, of course. Therefore my, oh, very well. It's true. I do run... See, I'm an enormous fan of all my colonists. The early seasons, before the plotlines got tacky. You must have seen the class. Well, I name all my sprats after my favorite characters. That way, there's... So you see, it's imperative. Not just names. They all have back... There's Lord Reginald Kim III, Lady Philippa Farnsworth, Vonda von Vermington, Haroon Greenlee... Ah, she's the chief executive of Farnsworth Incorporated, and a fearless captain of industry. He's a mercurial shareholder. They're in a rather tumultuous marriage. She's an ambitious shareholder in Farnsworth Incorporated, who wants more than stock. It's difficult to tell what exactly she's after, but she is trying to seduce both Lord... So is everyone. Haroon is a mysterious young man with amnesia. His backstory's still a work in progress. Iskander is Lady Philippa's trusty assistant. He's trying to seduce... She's a member of Farnsworth Incorporated's regulatory board. A wise woman with a sharp tongue and a... Something else? I still am. After all, I'm a person of very little influence and only middling prospects. But I must say, I'm far too distracted.
Remember that stranger I saw in the...
I can't... What can I... Love? That's the ultimate luxury, darling. Love. Oh, gracious me.
I don't get why that's funny, ma'am.
Oh, my cherub. Who woos for love anymore? That's so... All right, Captain. Here is the... There are some things I simply cannot skimp on, darling. Such a lovely young lady. Now stand back. Back. I'll enter the settings and get these machines spinning. And there we are, my darling girl. I wish you a splendiferous evening. And if you don't mind my asking, have you any interest in modeling?
What? Oh, no, ma'am. All them eyes staring at me? I couldn't. No.
I wish you weren't so shy, my Violet. You truly are beautiful.
Oh, can you believe this outfit? It's so handsome, I'm almost afraid to touch it. Well, I guess that's everything then. After all this time. You know, there's a part Junlei's been looking for. To fix up the air cyclers. They only carried them on big colony ships. Like the Hope. I know. For a while, it felt like everything I did was a little bit of help. Next time we dock with Groundbreaker, I'm doing it. I'll send June a message. Oh, this is real scary, Captain. I'm grateful for...
I've always loved that sculpture.
It's an order.
Spencer's Choice Bracelet.
That episode from a few weeks ago was supposedly based on a real incident.
You mean the one where the dissidents blew up an orphanage? That's awful.
Thank God we live in defense.
Looking for weapons? You've come to the right place. Every Byzantine needs... Why? To defend their
50-Bit says he's got a hard on right now.
Byzantium is the best of what Halcyon has to offer. Marauders, dissidents, especially large sprat... Only because we make it so. It is only the fear of the well-armed Byzantine. One can never be too...
I'm afraid I can't come down anymore, my good man. I'd have to request a council waiver, and you know how stressful the paperwork is.
Don't I ever, my dear fellow. Why
Rizzo's Purple Berry
All right, how does this sound? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to walk into you like that.
Miss Ellie, Dr. Finhill. I noticed your pistol's been making a funny noise.
What are you talking about? I oil it every night.
Well, look here. Your slide's not recoiling fully. You might be due for a new spring. I could take a look, maybe fix it for you.
Sure. I'm short on bits at the moment, but I'll pay back.
Oh, no. I mean, it don't cost nothing. I got a spare spring in my pocket here.
Everything's got a price.
Do you mind? I'm meeting someone. Oh. Yeah, you're looking to make contact with Minister... Magpie. I should warn you, it won't be easy. He spends most of his time in his estate, which is heavily guarded. Afraid not. He almost never leaves his home.
Can't say I blame him. It's scary out of doors. I mean, can you even count how many times...
What work specialists, huh? Our mutual friend is really branching... Whoa, I'm not one of your B&E specialists. I just provide intelligence. Some of the guards hang around Billingsley's House of Inebriation between shifts.
That place is still open? I used to study there during medical school.
Maybe you could do some reconnaissance there. You know, swipe a key. Just remember. I've always been fascinated by birds. If you ever research Earth species, there are thousands.
Here we got 11 flavors of terror rays and not much else. That kind of variety? I mean, God.
The other thing about birds, though, is their environmental Exactly. I started thinking about everything we see around Halcyon, and all the things we don't see. For starters, you rarely come across anyone living in Byzantium who wasn't born here, even though we get ships in all the...
Trust me, anyone with a lick of sense gets out of here as soon...
But most people don't. In fact, most people stay. Doesn't that seem strange? And then there's the way nothing gets fixed. There used to be a suggestion box around here. People would drop ideas in. Nothing ever came of them. I mean, there's a shredder at the bottom of the box, so I don't know what you'd expect. But one day the shredder broke. No one came to fix it, and since it wasn't working, we didn't have anywhere to file our complaints. So you can imagine how...
I bet your repair folks couldn't find parts. Back in Edgewater, I'd have to take something apart just to put another thing...
Might have been the paperwork. Here, you have to append forms to your forms, and law help you if there's a single dash out of place. At first, management put up an out-of-order sign, but that just seemed to worry people. Like they were advertising. They eventually took the whole suggestion box sign down so that people didn't have any expectations about it. But they never fixed it, never replaced it. The whole episode made me wonder, if they can't fix something as simple as a suggestion box, what else aren't? After a while, I got connected with our mutual friend and started using my position here to feed...
Sure, they look fancy, but inside, they're just marble and existential emptiness. There's my parents' place. Smell that? Industrial-grade cleaning solvent and desperation.
Marilyn, is that you?
Lars, we certainly didn't expect to see you.
And I didn't expect you to renew your marriage contract. But we're all... Speaking of surprises, you should meet my new friend. We've been... I don't know what to say. Come on, you're supposed to help me make an Anyway, you're probably wondering where I've been. The last few years have been a bloody haze. You wouldn't believe, right? Yep, we're a pair of
Marilyn, this really isn't the best time.
We'll stay as long as we like. And while we're at it, we'll drink your expensive hooch, wear our outside shoes all over your nice floors. He's right. Since when can you afford authentic Terran marble?
That's what we've been trying to tell you, dear, but you must understand.
We thought you were dead.
I'm not dead. I just never...
I'm afraid the distinction was lost on us,
We only did what any grieving parents in our position would do. We collected on your life insurance policy.
And the payouts have been rather, substantial.
You what? Well, now that I'm here, I guess you'll just have to report back that I'm very...
It's not that simple. For one thing, we'd have to cut back on so many necessities. The neighbors would be sure to notice.
Why did you do that?
We had to explain your disappearance somehow.
We couldn't very well tell people you'd run off to become a miscreant, could we? Shh! Someone...
We concocted a story about Celeste Jollycurl designing a pair of...
One of a kind, that
led to your tragic death when you tripped and broke your neck.
It was quite the story.
Not until I get some answers. Couldn't you have at least made up a better story? Something with pirates or rap? And what are you gonna do now that we're here?
Yes, about that. We were just about to...
Quietly, if you...
Well, we're trying to avoid further embarrassment.
I'm afraid it would cause quite a stir if the neighbors saw you two stomping about.
That's it? You just want us to disappear now?
Marilyn, please...
Don't cause a scene.
Damn right, Captain. Fine.
Let's talk outside. Can we talk?
Can you believe those two? We'd hardly been there a minute and they turned us out like yesterday. I wanted them to get upset. I just thought I would play. They'd both be sitting there watching one of their vapid aetherwave dramas, and then Mother would drop her mock apple cider, and the glass would shatter all over their overpriced marble. Father would tear off his glasses and I'd have a great one-liner in the tube. I was thinking either the leather's fake but the scars are real, or yeah, I'm gonna use that one day. Now, getting back to my story. Father would throw his hands up, because this would be just like me, to come back and make a big scene. Then Mother would do the old, "You had us worried sick." I just didn't want to get booted out of the house I grew up in like that. It's embarrassing, you know. I'm used to rough situations. Like when someone loads your pistol with blanks and strands you in a Marauder moon base, or traps you in an... But I want to talk about... Can I just have a drink and punch some poor defenseless pillow in... Anyway, I don't want to sift through this lousy experience for meaningful life lessons. I'm mad. Wait a second. What if I could get that... I could open a new account, designate that account holder as a sole beneficiary. I'll make money without doing a thing. As long as I don't develop a taste for Wool Gonzola and bad legal dramas, that's fine. My policy is with the Greater Halcyon Insurance Group. Maybe you could use some of your people skills to help me. If that doesn't work, I'm sure we can find one of their terminals and do it. What a relief. The less time we have to spend in Byzantium, the better. Something on your mind? What did I tell you? His down with the man shtick was just an act. No one who yammers that much means... Take a page out of my rule book. Don't get all mushy on me now. People look out for their own interests. It's a fundamental law of... Sure I can. Well, let me know how that works out. Anyway, you really want to tell me you're helping the scientist because you think he'll save the call? And here I thought I'd seen it all. Enough about Harlow, though. Anything else?
You take real good care of your pistol, Dr. Fenhill. I oughta. Kept me alive this long. I mean, you treat it nice. Makes me happy to see, because I feel the same way about my wrench. Look, it's a tool that does a job. Feelings got nothing.
For all auditions, please use the elevator on the left. For all auditions, please use the elevator on the left.
We're not gonna do this, are we? Promise me. My cousin took pictures. That business makes piracy look civil.
Great! You made it! Listen, I know you're expecting a script, but you're the real deal. See, that's the kind of energy I'm talking about. Real. We gave the other actors real weapons to keep things authentic. And 'cause Josh is paying to see their logo. See, now go in there, find your mark, and show us what...
Well, here to stop us at all of this settlement CNP Hungry Time food pills, same nutritional value, but now with added with their patented stomach stuffing effects and baseline vitamin content, we will be not... Trying to snag my CNP endorsement? Take it easy.
Can I shoot someone? Wait, doesn't matter.
Do you remember the last time we faced each other? The Battle of Axejack, staring one another down across the void of space while flaming debris fell like rain. Oh, I'm sorry, am I not giving this? I had you surrounded and outgunned, but you overcame my superior numbers with tactical thinking and a Hammersmith limited... I've been waiting for 5 years now, and at last my day... Yes, I have this whole port. Once we're away...
Plasma's already a vapor.
Quiet, I hope you've paid your burial fees and... Fuck! How does Maverick... I can improvise too. Safe...
Here they come! I'll fix you right up! Got him! Anyone else?
I've never seen anything like that. You're gonna be a star. I'm talking huge. Let's take 5.
There's my star. Walk and talk with me. Finally, a hero audiences can relate to. That was pure genius. You bet it is. But it'll take months to get your contract lined up, but it'll be worth it. This fee is just the beginning. Stick with me, and you'll take us both to the top.
Rizzo's Purpleberry Fudge. A soft,
So,
sour
how
candy
many
syrup
times
has
have
a
you seen terror on
purpleberry
Monarch?
flavor.
You sure have seen a lot of the colony, huh, Dr. Fenhill?
Ellie. Sure, but most of it looks the same from inside a ship.
Sorry, Dr. Ellie. Still, though, don't you find it thrilling? Being in space?
Look, it's just Ellie.
The Acropolis district is off limits.
You could have asked me, you know.
What in the law's name are you on about? Honest. Yeah, and I'd really like a new Hammersmith grenade launcher. And see. Hey, were you awarded most persons? Anyway, You're new to the ministry? You one of those lab coats they promoted from a company town? That was yours? Wow. You earned that promotion already. So you start tomorrow, huh? You know, they should have set you... But then you had to wait 6 to 8 weeks for the complaint forms to arrive, right? Yeah, alright.
You must be joking. Our fair city is being overrun. Oh, there! That's one right there. Can't you just see the stench of impropriety radiating off of him?
For the last time, access to Byzantium is impossible without a proper nav key. Now, if you'll excuse me.
How splendid. Another rung leech wandering through the streets of... Why, just this morning I thought to myself, as lovely as the gardens are, what they really need... And here you are. Admittedly. Now if only you could gracefully take a shower, preferably in... Honestly, what is the board thinking letting so many of your ilk into the city proper? I earned my place here, just like everyone else. My grandfather was... Chief Idea Officer. He came up with all the best ideas for their products. You know the font? Well, he described the idea of it to their font development team, then picked it from a list of choices, but that's basically the same. It was a very... Let's see. He picked the colors they included in rainbow chips. No one else wanted purple, but he... And you know how the Cosmic Smokes logo has an eye in the middle of a heptagon? He said that one came... He was a true visionary. I just told you. My grandfather made millions of bits as CEO. Of course it is. Wealth is the most visible, objective measure of success. And success isn't given to you, it's earned. If you have wealth, you're successful. And if you're successful, you must have earned it. Honestly, it's a simple concept. You're welcome. Now, do we have any further business, or... What's wrong? It erodes the very pillars of our society. Merit. This city is meant for us, the systems... But now we are overrun with the unworthy and the ungrateful, and this early... The worst thing to happen to Halcyon. A contest that gives even the lowliest to most inefficient... By simply winning a lottery, those early retirees get an exclusive district of Byzantium to themselves. No one else... Tell me, how... Only if I win. It's not right. I deserve to see any district I please. You know, you look like you've been shot at before. What say I hire you to investigate?
She's got a point. We're probably gonna get shot at anyway. Might as well make it.
Yes. Listen to... What is that person's job exactly? Are they your secretary? Personal masseuse? Well, it doesn't matter. What's important is that you think this is a fabulous arrangement, and you'd be thrilled to lend me... Fantastic. Consider yourself... I hear the chosen retirees all enter the retirement district via the port landing pad, but it's complete... Unless, of course, you had a wealthy, beautiful benefactor of impeccable social pedigree, which you do. These codes will get you past the lockdown. Oh, and don't worry about subtlety. I don't care how you deal with security, just correct this injustice at all costs. The same way anyone gets anything here, of course. Bits might earn you a place in Byzantium, but that means everyone here has little need for more of them. For favors like this, you need to spend...
Nice thing about traveling with the captain. We meet all sorts of new people.
Sure. Best part is when they pay us.
We never really had new folks in Edgewater, except the captain. Kinda hard to make new friends when... everyone's already decided they don't like you.
This property is off limits. Solicitors, loiterers, and uninvited visitors will be fined to the fullest extent. This ultimatum brought to you by Universal Defense. That's funny. The Minister isn't expecting visitors, and you don't much look like one of those couriers from HPS. Minister Clark's a private man, and you're...
Got your paperwork squared away?
Okay, keep it quiet.
What was that? Hold it right there. What do you think? I don't have time. Move along.
Well, you're getting an early start on the day's parcel. Welcome to Halcyon Parcel Service. Delivery... Halcyon Parcel Service is the most dependable parcel delivery. That's just a little... Nope, just parcels. It's very technical. Halcyon Parcel Service strictly adheres to the standards and definitions of... We can ship all the parcels you want. But if I start shipping packages, I could get... We do, in fact, have a parcel here for a... You're not an official member of the Halcyon Parcel Service team. Oh, I'd have to submit a request for a release form, and then wait for a receipt for my request of a release form. Couldn't say. We've got a backlog, and I'm planning on retiring in the next 35 years, but I could give my successor... You're welcome to lodge a complaint in our suggestion box. Actually, you do that? Wow. Hey, you know, a positive review from the minister would go, here's your parcel to be delivered to Mr. Clark.
I'm afraid I can't help you at the moment. Have a prosperous day.
Hold it right there. What do you... Yeah, move along. What?
Nicely done.
My dear fellow, you've no idea how unproductive this is. My Colophus factory lines are practically rotting.
You have a rather exotic presence. A new Auntie Cleo's facial mask, perhaps?
Those wastrels in Emerald Vale have all abandoned their work. Did you know? How typical.
I'm afraid I can't help you at the moment. Have a prosperous day.
Welcome to the Bureau of Exploration. We're not currently offering any tours.
Well, you're obviously not from around here. If you were from around here, you'd probably be off enjoying yourself in Alonso Vallejos. Extraordinarily pleased, I'm currently operating a sightseeing tour of sorts. Think of it as a guided journey across Halcyon. Glad you asked. Our tour guides you across some of the most picturesque and We've placed some beacons across a series of locations around Halcyon. That slogan's a work in progress. Outstanding! Here, you'll need this special triangulating device. Think of it as a wireless compass, pointing the way to the... When you find a beacon, this device records your discovery and directs you to find every beacon, finish your tour, and come... Hey!
Sorry, but we don't provide directions.
Wish I could do that.
What do you think? You made your point. Carry on then.
Watch out!
Don't hurt me!
Kill me! Are you lost? Sorry.
Well, we find every...
Sorry, but we don't provide. As you were.
I tell you what.
Spacer's Choice Adrenal. For life, little Adrian.
Welcome, intrepid adventurer, to Prosperity Plaza, where the shops never close. Now, make your way to the bustling region of Emerald Vale. Prepare to be dazzled by the Vale's breathtaking lava flows. Rated the third most impressive in Halcyon.
Great on fish sticks. Unexpected. Beginning security.
Right kind of act.
That was quick. Make him regroup. Here goes nothing. Hey, practice it. Not bad, huh? Getting past that armor! That's smart! Down they go! Get past that armor! I got him! Anyone else? You got it, Captain! Clean this up, right? Incoming! How about that? But nothing fun ever happens in this town. Real slick.
any luck finding... Truly? Why, this is marvelous! And all safe and sound. Oh, Reginald, Philippa, Vonda. Please, take this. It's not much, but it's the best I can offer. Now, I've got to get back to the lab before... I'd love to chat, but I can't afford the absence.
Oh, for the good old days.
Dr. Ellie. You ever wonder if maybe we got some things in common?
This isn't another thing about wrenches and guns, is it?
Because you're a surgeon and I'm a mechanic. We both fix things, heal them up.
Hate to break it to you, but before I got to...
There's nothing to see.
Chasing us off?
Ma'am, please don't...
I want you to know...
Do you have any actual business? Yeah? All right.
Nothing exciting ever happens around here.
How did you get in here? You're not one of my guards.
Oh, my law. Captain!
So, this is one of the guys who runs the colony, huh?
If this is about another Aetherwave clip or radio spot, you may kindly fuck off as the slowly and loudly, Aloysius. That's the only way these morons... I said you may... Chairman Rock! Oh. Terribly sorry. I thought you were part of... That means you're a dissident? But what are you doing here? And... Drugs, of course. What? Back to it. I don't have any drugs.
I don't know if our chemicals are here, but this...
Will that be all? Oh dear, I don't think I can say this. Of course. It's Rockwell again. Who else? And I thought he was only holding... Chairman Rockwell. He's kept me under house arrest for years. I've long suspected him of transacting business.
Yeah, sure. It's always someone else who ordered the hookers and energized...
Please! Whatever it is that brought you here, Rockwell's the... Whatever Rockwell's doing, he'll be doing it from the HHC headquarters. Your best...
This all feels off, Captain. Like when there's a storm coming, but...
Believe me, things have been off around here for a very, very long time.
We really gonna do this? Getting involved is a mess.
This is about more than bits. This is about the survival... Why, this is starting to sound like an issue of Via the Acropolis District, of course. That's where the most important corporate and government facilities are. But only board employees are allowed into the district. There might be a route through the maintenance tunnels, but I'm afraid I don't know specifics. When you reach the HHC building, this access card should get you up to the executive suites, where the chairman's office and what used to be my office. Oh, I haven't been allowed up there in years. I shudder to a gilded minibar, perhaps? A personal theater? The board's lackeys are none too bright. I simply claimed I'd lost it and hid it somewhere no one would think. I merely hid it in a book. No one reads it. There are a few advantages to dealing. Wait! Rockwell has one of the only terminals capable of transmitting... Please, take this and transmit it from his office. Rockwell hasn't given me any messages from Earth for years. He's desperate to keep me out of contact with... But they need to know what's happening here. What isn't on it is the real... I've gathered meeting minutes, internal messages, sustainability reports, and more. All exposed... Once the rest of the Earth Directorate sees it, they'll have to send help.
But they wouldn't get here for... I don't even know. Shouldn't we do...
It's worth a try, but the Earth Directorate still needs that. Depending on the nature of their response, months. Organizing and sending personnel all the way out here is no... And now I entrust it to you. Good luck. What a pleasure. Why, I do all the work no one else wants to do. I write reports no one ever... When I'm not being conscripted to perform in the...
Look on the bright side, Mr. Clark. When folks come looking for those reports one day, imagine how
I only hope someone comes looking before it's too late. That's what I tell myself, but it can be. Halcyon is headed for a collapse, and no one seems inclined to do...
I'm inclined, sir. Just point me towards...
A fine thought, but I'm afraid you underestimate how deep these problems run. How delightful. What is it? The latest issue of Dissident Hunter! I've been waiting for this. Haven't you heard? Chairman Rockwell and I are on a goodwill tour of the colony. Aside from battalions of UDL security forces, most of Halcyon knows my name and fate. Besides, remaining close has allowed me to learn just how wrong... Except for the bit about my suddenly coming down with stomach flu last year. That truly. Probably because I've no interest in being his puppet. My predecessor was content. When he saw I meant to oppose him, he made sure... It's... Are you telling me you... Also, they're a surprisingly useful means. The board's most pressing grievances tend to feature heavily as the problem of the week. Sometimes...
Oh, there. That's one right there.
Did you hear? Martin Starr and Archibald Harris are redecorating with real crystal faux windows.